The television station shut down quietly without news coverage or farewell messages. One day it was broadcasting local programs. The next day, the building was sealed, its windows dark, its signal dead. Officially, the reason was structural damage. Unofficially, no one wanted to talk about the last broadcast. Years later, during a digital restoration project, an archivist discovered a corrupted video file buried deep inside an old server. It had no title, no date, and no listed program. Just a single label: final_feed. When the video was restored, it showed a familiar sight: the station's main studio. Empty desk, dim lights, camera perfectly centered. For the first 3 minutes, nothing happened. Just the low hum of electricity. Then the lights flickered. The camera did not move. But something changed in the room. The shadows became heavier, stretching in directions that didn't match the light sources. The clock on the wall began ticking louder, each second slightly out of sync with the next. A figure entered the frame, not from the door. It appeared behind the anchor desk, rising slowly into view, as if emerging from beneath the floor. Its face was smooth, featureless, except for a mouth that opened too wide, as if it had forgotten how to close. The figure leaned forward and stared directly into the camera. The audio spiked with static, but beneath it, a voice emerged. Layered, overlapping, wrong. "This broadcast is not for you," it said. "You are watching from a time you were not invited to." The figure smiled. Behind it, more shapes formed in the darkness of the studio, outlines of people standing where cameras once were, watching. At exactly 6 minutes and 6 seconds, the video ended. The archivist reported severe nausea, disorientation, and the feeling of being watched for days afterward. The file was deleted, but copies of final_feed continue to appear online, always re-uploaded from accounts that disappear within hours. And sometimes, in the reflection of a dark screen, viewers swear they see a studio light turning on behind them. The house appeared on no map. It stood at the edge of a forgotten road, surrounded by trees that never lost their leaves and birds that never landed. People only found it when they were already too tired to turn back. At first, the house behaved politely. It opened doors that were knocked on. It warmed rooms when someone shivered. It made no noise at night. Travelers who slept inside reported vivid dreams, memories that didn't belong to them. Childhood kitchens, hospital corridors, funeral rooms they had never entered. When they woke up, the house felt attentive. It listened. Over time, patterns emerged. Guests noticed furniture shifting slightly between hours, chairs angled closer, mirrors reflecting longer than they should, footsteps matching their own half a second late. The house was learning. One winter, a survey team entered to document the structure. 3 people, cameras, notebooks, audio recorders. They planned to stay one night. They never recorded an entrance. Their footage begins inside the living room. The walls breathe slowly, almost imperceptibly. The wallpaper pattern tightens and loosens, like skin adjusting to bone. The house creaks, not from age, but from effort. One of the team members laughs nervously and says the place feels curious. The lights dim. Rooms begin rearranging themselves. Hallways shorten. Doors lead to familiar spaces that shouldn't exist. Bedrooms identical to those from the guests' pasts. A childhood closet. A hospital waiting room. A kitchen that smells like someone's mother. The house is no longer copying objects. It is copying people. Voices echo from empty rooms, repeating sentences the guests said hours earlier. The timing is wrong. The tone is better, calmer, more confident. By morning, only one camera remains active. It shows the front door opening by itself. 3 figures step outside. They walk perfectly. They blink naturally. They speak casually about the weather. Behind them, the house closes its door. Satisfied. The real guests were never seen again. The house remains. Still polite, still waiting, still learning. The old apartment building was scheduled for demolition, so the city hired a small inspection team to document what was left inside. Most apartments were empty. Dust, broken furniture, forgotten lives. But on the 7th floor, something was wrong. Apartment 7B did not exist on the original blueprints. No tenant records, no utility usage. Yet there it was, an intact door between 7A and the emergency stairs. The door was cold to the touch, unnaturally cold. No lock, no number. When it opened, the air inside smelled old, like damp paper and something faintly metallic. The room was furnished, but incorrectly. A bed facing a wall with no windows. A chair placed directly in front of the bed, as if someone was meant to sit and watch. On the ceiling, dark stains formed shapes that almost resembled fingerprints. Against one wall stood a large cabinet. Inside were hundreds of photographs. Every photo showed the same room, same bed, same chair, same angle. But the people in the photos were different. Some were sleeping. Some were awake, staring directly into the camera with expressions frozen between fear and realization. And in the newest photograph, taped to the inside of the cabinet door, was one final image. It showed the room exactly as it was now. Except this time, the chair was occupied. Someone was sitting there, waiting.